Hi, my name is Julie, and welcome to my senior year of college. So, way back in September, I was packing to go to LA because I was doing a study abroad program. It's not really abroad, but it's considered a study abroad program at my school. This was also, I think, my first time flying alone, so that was crazy. It's me being a big girl. I slept through most of the flight since I was pulling an all-nighter to pack, and me being stupid, I decided to pack literally midnight the night of my flight. Yeah, that was all me. The apartment that I lived in was provided by my school, so that was nice. I didn't have to deal with housing, and I also had roommates, but they were all students from my school. But yeah, so I spent the first few days buying, toilet paper and other stuff, groceries to get settled in LA. I did walk everywhere the first few days, but I mainly stayed close by. A few days later, I went to Disneyland with my cousin and my sister, who both flew in from Boston to come visit me, even though this was literally day 3 of me being in LA. I dressed up as the Queen of Hearts. My cousin was Alice in Wonderland, and then my sister was the White Queen, I think. And then we also went through this Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I've never seen the movie, so sorry. I did not know how this remote chicken thing worked. I was very intrigued by it. And then this was definitely my favorite part. I think this is from King Arthur, when Merlin busted out that move. I was literally cracking up. The camera can't even describe how shocked I was. It was crazy. It was so funny. Anyways, we checked out other stuff. I got my fortune read at this pirate thingy, and we stayed until the fireworks at the very end. A few days later, I took an Uber by myself to Koreatown, and if you've never explored places by yourself, LA is definitely not the time or the place to try this out for the first time. But because I was so used to going everywhere by myself and exploring places, I was comfortable with it. Anyways, first I went to this cafe, and turns out when I got here, they don't have Wi-Fi, so I had to use my notebook. I did order a latte, which I usually don't do, but yeah. And then I walked over to Daiso. Boston doesn't have Daiso, so I was exploring this Daiso. I went to every aisle twice, but I basically got necessities, so a laundry hamper, floss, and then I headed down to H Mart. Just bought some Asian home goods, sauces. What else? Kewpie mayo. I love Kewpie mayo. And I also bought kimchi, soy sauce, and other stuff to make kimbap. The kimbap that I made was okay. And now it is nighttime, and I went to a Target because I also needed to pick up some milk. And those 2 bags were everything that I got. They were so heavy. I literally walked for 15 minutes back from the Target back to my apartment complex, and I was melting. I was sweating. Here's the laundry hamper. I still have it in my room right now that I'm back in Boston. I took an Uber to downtown LA because I wanted to visit the Broad Museum. There was a short line waiting to get into the museum, but I just took the escalators up. It was so cool. It was a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be, but I spent maybe 30 to 40 minutes here. Maybe an hour actually. But there was a lot of cool comic book inspired artwork. This gigantic dining table. I don't even know how to describe this, but it was insane. I wish I took a picture under it, but I was too shy to ask anyone to take a picture of me. Next, I went to this cafe. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen. And they had boba happy hour. I've never heard of boba happy hour. It was crazy. So I got banana milk boba, and it was delicious. And I had rice and nori. Bruh. Accidentally tipped $5, but it's fine. And it was also delicious, so it's all good. Beasted. Slay. And then I went upstairs to a bookstore. and they had the BTS book. I also checked out their magazine section. I also found this JJK animation book, which I was debating about getting, but I ended up not getting. Also found a bunch of books by Asian authors and blind boxes, which I was also debating about. Obviously, I had to check out the K-pop albums. I did in fact buy a lot of K-pop albums. If you want to see what I got, you can check out my TikTok because I made a whole haul about this. Basically every store I went to after that, I took a video of Gojo figures that I found because Gojo is like one of my favorite characters in JJK. Today, and then now I took a little Uber back home to my apartment, and that is that. Yeah.